Classic Truck Rescue. Got the Lincoln running again. He was having some electrical issues, and got that taken care of. Running and driving good again. Got to get a new tire for the Mercedes. Had a blowout on a new tire. And today we're going to pick up the tires and wheels for Joey's truck. But a friend of mine, Bill, he's from Nebraska. He came out here to pick up a cab, and I heard some tapping going on out here because I was doing my morning thing on the computer and the phone. And I just gave Bill the gate code and told him come on in and look around, and we had discussed that he wanted to get something running while he was out here. And I heard some tapping, and he's got his trailer unhooked, got his pickup backed up to Brutus, and I'm like, oh my, what's he doing over there? And trouble's running real good now. And so I come over here, and Bill's got Brutus's carburetor all tore apart in the bed of his truck. You don't waste much time, do you, Bill?
Oh, no. Well, that's why I tried to get a hold of you and see if you didn't mind if I brought the pickup over.
Yeah, that's fine.
Carry all about.
Yeah.
That makes a workbench.
Beat me up by bringing tools out here and fixing something. I need more friends that'll beat me up like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we're just trying to get this.
Did you have a good look around?
Did I? Yeah.
You have a good tour?
Yeah.
I was busy on the phone, so I told Bill, just go on out there and look around.
No, it's real impressive. You got a lot of nice stuff here.
Yeah, I got to get to mowing, don't I?
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long road collecting all this stuff.
Well, the hard part is, you know, and if you didn't have anything else to do, it'd be no problem.
Yeah.
And everything straight.
Yeah, if you didn't have to pay bills and make roads and put in electricity and build buildings. Yeah. Well, I think Bill knows what he's doing over here. I'm just gonna leave him alone on that carburetor. Did you look at any of the rest of it, Bill? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, this wire we figured was oil pressure is probably right, except they put oil pressure. Except they put a manual gauge in.
Yeah.
So they don't need it.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Right.
So that is really not a problem.
I don't know that I want to snip that off though, because
I wouldn't.
Brutus is so original. You know,
Yeah,
I might want to hook his original.
I don't cut no wires because
that's good.
you know, unless I got to replace a wire, then I'll cut it out.
Yeah.
And put a new one in. But as far as trying to keep it original location and routing and all that, I try to keep that stuff as accurate as possible.
Well, those are some very nice spark plug wires, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a bonus.
Yeah.
Anna.
Well, it makes me feel that they were trying to get it ready to go.
Yeah. The guy, Kevin, that I got it from, had said that he was just having a guy cleaning it up and getting it running, but I got the impression some kind of life thing happened in that guy's world, and he got pulled off the job unexpectedly.
Yeah. Well, maybe he run into the problem that those throttle plates were stuck, and well, I don't want to bust nothing, so he just didn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, we'll take care of that problem, won't we?
Yeah.
I need to get you something better to stand on, my friend.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of short. I need a stature enhancer.
Yeah, I'll get you one of those.
Oh, that's good enough.
Because I've got Jamie, she's not real tall. She's about that tall.
Really?
Little bigger than Annabella. All right, I'll go get you a step stool. Classic Truck Rescue. Bill, my buddy Bill from Nebraska, out here rebuilding Brutus Bumpside's carburetor, and we'll be back when we're loading up some stuff. Bill's out here getting a cab for himself and a cab for another friend of ours, helping a guy out, and they're working together. And man, yeah, anytime somebody wants to come out here and get one of my vehicles running, come on, give me a call. Yeah, bring tools and knock yourself right out.
Yeah.
Well, I got home from work and Ricky wasn't home, but I just came out to dump the trash and he's home. What are you doing?
Well, Bill and I put a new battery in Thumper. He's been idling for a long time now. And you start it up and it's just pop, 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 and you can't rev it up. It sounds like it's running on one cylinder. And Bill and I went around today. We inspected a truck for Robert, my buddy in the Netherlands. Then we went and swung by and picked up Joey's new tires for the old mule, and got you a surprise while we were at it today. You'll see it over there. But
Got me another surprise? Another surprise? You just got me this surprise over there.
I know, and you better get ready to get on that thing pretty soon, because I think old Thumper might be squared away.
Thumper and Toot gonna go on a run?
Yeah, they can go on a little short trip. So I got a new battery in him, just put all brand new plugs in them, and we got Joey's tires, got your surprise that's sitting over there, and inspected the truck. It's been a good, productive day, and in the last 2 days, I've gotten 4 rigs running that weren't running.
Yeah, people are gonna wonder why the hood's up on trouble.
Well, something happened out in the pasture about a week ago, and for some reason, Trouble's mufflers were blown off of both sides. I don't know what happened there, but so we got that squared away. He's on the road again. Got the Lincoln running again. Got the old mule running and driving good, and hopefully this one.
All right. Yeah, the other day I came out here and for some reason Trouble
Had a lot of
was
grass
covered
on him.
with grass all on him.
Well, you know,
I think he thought he was a plow.
sometimes I use him to inspect out there in the pasture.
Inspect my rear.
Anyway.
Hi, look it.
Yeah, still working on that.
So, looks like Thumper's on the road again. And he was out today and got these tires for Joey's truck. And oh, look, a new tire for the Mercedes. He doesn't have to run on his donut he's been running on for a month. Cool. And then got a little something over here. Look it, hood's up on the F600. Brutus.
A carburetor off
Brutus?
Bumpside here. Got the throttle plates freed up, and right now I'm going to leave the power valve and the accelerator pump alone because we don't have a kit for it right at the moment. So I'm going to put it on, put it together. If it runs okay or reasonably well, then we'll get a kit for it and just bring it right down to the nitty-gritty. But right now I just want to make sure the engine runs, and it wouldn't run without the check ball was stuck. I got that freed up and out, and the throttle plate. So
Cool.
between the two, it should be all right. It should fire off and run.
Cool.
If it needs a kit, well, we'll just get one later on and put
Cool.
it in.
Bill subscribes to my theory of do what you got to do to get it running to see if it's worth putting money into, and I
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Bill, are you going to do the honors?
Oh, you can pour it.
No, I'm going to pour it. You're going to do the honors.
What, cranking it?
Yep.
All right. All right. You had to.
Oh, boy, I got a little extra on here.
Yeah, I guess you got. Oh man, you got a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's all right. We'll see if it'll go.
we'll be all right.
As long as it ain't tied to a lock, we'll be all right.
Yeah. popping. Maybe it might be the valves need to loosen up a little bit, Bill?
What's that?
Think the valves might need to loosen up a little bit? That popping?
Oh yeah, they didn't have a chance to even pump up.
It didn't sound that bad, did it?
No, I think it sounds good. There's no bearing sounds.
Yeah.
So that's encouraging. Lifters, that's normal.
Good job, my friend.
Yeah.
Bill did the tailgate rebuild on the carburetor.
Yeah.
Classic Truck Rescue. Here with my buddy Bill. The Nebraska division of Classic Truck Rescue. Out here he came to get some cabs, and he's determined to get Brutus Bumpside running before he leaves. We did get it fired up last night just by pouring gas down the carb, but it did backfire. So he brought his Shilton manual with him, and we just went through the firing order and made sure that everything was right, and it wasn't, was it, Bill?
No.
Yeah.
2 of them were backwards. Just swapped.
Yep. 7 and 3, wasn't it?
7 and 3.
Yep, and that'll make it backfire. Bill's also been crawling all over this thing, lubing stuff up, working on the doors, making them close right and stuff. And, well, you know, I haven't been here the whole time because he's been insisting that I find a head gasket set for that guy over there, which I did. It's on order, but it's not going to be here for a while. So we're going to focus on getting Brutus Bumpside running and getting Bill's trailer loaded up with all the stuff he's got coming. But what have you done? What have you got done while I was out scouting parts?
Oh, with this here, I went through and without a kit, I rebuilt the carburetor enough to make sure it's going to work.
Yeah.
And we know that from last night, and it starts. And now we determined why it backfired.
Yep.
We got those 2 wires straightened out. We just got done blowing out the fuel lines.
Yeah.
And
we're getting air through the fuel lines. That's a good thing.
So now we're going to add some gas.
Yeah.
Turn on the key.
Yeah.
And see if the electric pump, which it does work,
yeah,
will pump fuel up to the carb. If it does, then we'll hook that up and
it might be bingo time. Might be bingo time after that, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, yesterday, the reason that Bill took that carburetor completely apart was because the throttle butterflies were, the rod that goes through the base of the carburetor was froze up solid. But we also learned when he put the carburetor back on that the linkage going through the firewall was froze up solid, and we had to yank that thing back and forth probably about 250, 300 times after soaking it down with seafoam. And but it's doing its thing real proper now. So we're gonna put some gas in it, hook up that fuel pump, and well, it's already hooked up. Turn on the fuel pump, and if we get gas up there, hook it right there, and then we'll be back.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
All right, so we blew through the fuel line. We disconnected it there on the other side of that fuel filter and blew back through the tank, and we got a lot of dust, didn't we, Bill?
Yes, yes.
But that's actually good. We had dust coming out of the tank, and it didn't smell like varnish in there. So we blew back through both ways a couple of times, put a little gas in, and got some fuel going through it, and then we ran some into a bucket to get rid of most of the debris, and then we put some more gas in it, and end of the story is, I think we're ready to fire it up. What do you think?
Give it a good go.
Why don't you go handle that?
The key.
Handle that business, Bill. Handle that business. Oh, that's scary.
Out?
Yeah, it's out.
We're still off on our timing or something.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting better. Did tack work? How about the fuel gauge? Turn the key on.
Or the oil. Oh, it showed because it's going down now. It's going down. So.
Oh, the oil pressure's still going down.
Yeah.
And the fuel gauge.
Fuel gauge.
Does it go down if we turn off? It did go down just a little, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, it's only got a couple gallons in it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think timing is off, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We'll check it real quick.
All right. But you know, the exhaust sounds pretty good on it.
Huh?
The exhaust sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not a
To me,
noisy,
like it's
like the distributor might need to be turned just a tad.
I think so. Either that or see, and it's setting a little different than I've normally thought, because they wouldn't have put the vacuum advance right under the filter.
Hey, do you think that we should pull the number one plug, bring it up to top dead center, and go that route?
Yep.
We already know they somebody crossed some wires, so
Yeah,
we can't assume they stabbed the distributor correctly or anything.
that's
right?
true. Yeah, it don't look like it's supposed to,
Okay.
so I wouldn't have a problem doing it that way. And
All right, I'll
This
get
way
that
we can
number one
determine.
plug out of there, and Bill and I will get this thing where it's on time, and give it another shot. That's what you do when you bring them back to life. Oh, and also we looked at the tags, and so it's been off the road for 16 years.
yeah. 01 was licensed last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 17 minus 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, my friend. Well, I'll get that plug out, and we'll get to work on this, and we'll be back. Brutus Bumpside coming back to life. Loving it. It's pretty common knowledge for most folks, but I like to share things like this for, I have younger viewers who need to know how to do things. This thing's popping, acting like it's not correctly timed. We already found a cross spark plug wire on it. So what we do next is we pull the plug out of the number one cylinder, and then, Bill, what do we do after that with that thing you got in your hand?
Oh, this is just going to help us, rather than use a thumb over the hole to find it when we hit compression. This will help us find compression a little easier, a little more accurate.
Yeah, and I don't know how Bill does it. What I do after that, Bill, is I roll it over by hand, and I stick a screwdriver down there. And when the screwdriver gets to where it's all the way to the top, and it's not going deeper in the hole, then I know I'm on top dead center.
Right.
And then what we do is we look at the rotor cap, and we see if we had the cap on there, which plug wire would that rotor be pointing at?
Right.
And it should be pointing at the number one plug wire, correct?
Right.
That's what we're going to do, and then we'll be back. All right, so we brought it up to top dead center, and we did find that the distributor was about an inch out of whack. You say about an inch and a half, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty far out of whack, so we're hoping for something a little better this time.
Get the window open, let a little air through. Okay. Here we go.
I'd say pump it a few times. It's a Ford, and we got that choke in a full open position.
Yeah, it should fire right off though.
Should I try moving the distributor after you get it fired?
Back up just a hair.
All right, I'm gonna do that. You guys can stay over here. So we're back towards. Give that a shot.
Try it.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, that was better. Give that a shot.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Oh.
Give that a shot, Bill. Whoa. That's not gonna fly. Try that. Boy, that's bothering me.
You might have to go the other way, back underneath the carburetor and go the other way a little.
All right, give that a shot.
Try it? Okay. There we go.
Try it again.
You adjusting the carburetor?
No, I wasn't. I was adjusting the distributor. Give it a shot right there, Bill.
Try it now?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. You want to have a shot at adjusting that carb? Let me get you the thing.
Sounding pretty sweet yourself.
Sounds pretty good to me, too.
No liquor rattle now at all.
It's alive. Bill, it's alive.
Yes.
I did feel that distributor jump on me one time as I was moving it, so we'll need to lock that down once we get her where we really want her. Uh-oh.
Nasty. Go back the other way a little bit.
You want me to go fire it back up?
Yeah, if you would, please.
Hey, this will be the first time I've ever started this, Bill.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh.
I just shut it off because I didn't want it to run too long.
Yeah, I was gonna go get water for it. I want it to run.
Yeah. Okay.
All
I
right.
shut it off.
Okay.
We get water in it, and then we don't have to worry.
Boy, this is encouraging, isn't it, Bill? It's been running.
Yeah.
So it sounds pretty good to me. What do you think? Yeah.
Sounds real good.
Yeah.
especially for 16 years.
Yeah.
The lifter's pumped right up. It's got 50 pounds of oil pressure.
Yeah.
And the vacuum gauge works. And we were getting a pretty high reading there, so we're good.
And it's not.
There's no bearing.
It's not shooting flames like a dragon anymore. It would have been.
No, we got rid of that.
Brutus Bumpside, the dragon.
Yeah, it was definitely a fire breather.
Yeah. We do keep fire extinguishers handy, and always do that at home, even if I'm fibbing.
Yeah. No, I think we can say this is going to be okay. And,
Yeah.
Because there's no bearing noise.
Yeah.
The lifters are pumped up and running. They're quiet. The whole engine just sounds real good.
Yeah, I like it.
And,
I'm very
We just
pleasantly
gotta do the
surprised.
little fine tune on the carburetor adjustment.
Yep.
And
I'll go get the water jug. Water boy will go fill the radiator up, and he'll probably like that too.
yeah, I think it'll work out good now. It's worthy of a
Air cleaner?
carburetor kit. You know.
Oh, to rebuild the carburetor, yeah. Yeah.
Do it right. We got it just cleaned up enough to make it work
Yeah.
and to prove out the engine and everything else.
Yeah.
And we've done that now. So I think now it's okay to sometime, it'll run this way for a good while, but sometime a guy can put a
Carb kit in it,
and,
yeah.
and maybe throw a set of new points in it.
And new plugs. The
Yeah.
more the better they run, the more they encourage me to bestow gifts upon them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, change the oil and
It's got
filter.
new plug wires on it. So
Yeah.
somebody had really tried to get it set up at one time. So no, it's good. It's worthy of anything a guy wants to
Complete
do. To it now.
tune up and flush things out and rebuild the carb. Yep.
Yeah, change the oil and all that.
Yep.
Because that oil's got to be.
Vintage.
There ain't much
Yeah,
of the
vintage.
additives left, I doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get some water. We'll fill the radiator up, and then we'll fire it back up, and you can work your magic on your carburetor, sir.
I'll try.
Awesome.
All right.
We'll be back. Yeah, that's good. I told you you'd see them before you left.